Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. Go cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, some other assets, proxy assets. See what's going on here with Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. So let's see well, I'm thinking here in the future, I'm going to be pumped. So we're all going to be pumped for those who are hanging around. But I noticed some of you are falling off. Post that on Twitter. Post on Twitter. Ever since I've been in cryptocurrency, posting the videos, started basically around June. A lot of people falling off. Tough market right now, guys. It's a tough market right now. So be careful of the hype, either to the downside or to the upside. Pretty common sense, I think. If you think about this for a little bit, you have mega bulls and mega bears, and usually the truth lies somewhere in between. So one of the things here is I think it's vitally important if you're in the cryptocurrency market, pay attention to Bitcoin proxies. I think that's a grievous error that a lot of analysts, not traders, do in the cryptocurrency market is they just rely solely on Bitcoin. Well, you got a lot of assets that are around Bitcoin. It's kind of like they're like cousins, if you will. Not really related, but they are related, okay? Like GBTC, MicroStrategy, right? Blockchain, CleanSpark. And you actually could take a look at ARK too, ARK Investments, because she's a lot in disruptive technologies with a little crypto thrown in there too. So the good news is that GBTC or Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is moving on out on the weekly chart, and it made a break above that 9-period moving average. So, I have mixed signals with Bitcoin. By the way, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, be really, really appreciated. So there's mixed signals. This GBTC is looking like it has a bottom right there. And Bitcoin's kind of like, well, it seems like it may be a bottom, might not be a bottom, but it's going above this 9-period moving average. It hit above there. And I do have signals that it looks like it wants to target. Now, I don't know the time, guys. I'm not saying it's going to shoot right up there, okay? So it could go like this, and then it could come back down, and then it could start making its way over here like that, okay? Just fair warning, man. I don't want anybody thinking I'm talking about straight shot. So you see the 200-period moving average up there, like right in this area? There's a signal that's saying that sometime here, between now and like August, it's making a run for this area right over here, guys. Wants to penetrate that 22 or 23. Made a video on that. Interesting too. If you see, there's a gap right up there, and it could be coming up to fill that gap, guys. It would be interesting to see what's going to be going on with GBTC, but it looks good. I mean, 4%, guys. There's some serious moves in here with GBTC. That whole from wick to wick is 25%, more or less. Okay. So Bitcoin is trailing behind, and so there is a signal that Bitcoin may have either a local bottom. It could swing back up into these areas, start making a target into the 28, 29 area potentially. And don't know if it's going to be swinging back around, but there's signals are starting to get a little bit stronger saying this could be some type of bottom right there, guys. So don't know yet. I think that 24.8 was a really good buy, but there's a demand zone right there, and also tag the top of that fair value gap. If it did bottom there and it's on to make its move, I would say the areas up here like 34, 35 is what I'd be checking out on the next move. If it's not, then I think it's going to be coming up, and then it could roll back around until like maybe July or something like that, guys. So it remains to be seen what's going to be going on with that. But let's go over. Here's the ARK. I told you ARK Innovation, Kathy Woods fund, which I'm not too hip. Like, she's starting to say some pretty stupid stuff, in my opinion. And I'll just say that what could I say is that I think her strategy is a little what's the word I'm looking for? She's not quite precise, if you will, okay, with her strategies and things like that. So you have to realize she's getting paid a lot of money to manage a fund, okay? So she makes a mistake, doesn't hurt her pocketbook, if you know what I mean. So take that in consideration. Either way, she's made some really good calls in the past. So she has a very, very volatile fund. As you can see, ARK Innovation, bam, all the way up here. And if that's the bottom, she's looking, let me take these fair value gaps off for the time being. Where's my fair value gap? Boom. You can see a massive run. Was it from February 16 to February of 21? So a 4-year run and, a massive correction. So if that's the bottom, she's in a 1-2 and she's going into a 3. So, and it's looking like it's going pretty good. So it's good to just glance at this. I don't think you need to investigate it too much. But she has a move here and she's working on getting down there. It does look like it's probably like, here's a first wave, down for a second, and she could be making another one like this, guys. So her fund is working on getting out of there. So then another one up, like so, and then probably another correction. So it's sideways for a while, and then she finally gets out of there or something like that. Or she just might continue to rip. Don't know yet, guys. But this is a pretty good signal for I don't want to say good, pretty good, but it's a decent signal for crypto, if you will, guys. Okay. She's just had a devastating, if you will, devastating correction, and she could be doing a move up there. Now, you're going to have some analysts who are going to say this could be a 5-wave move, and it could. That's a 5-wave move, then she's coming up probably to the 50% area to swing back down. But I don't think so, guys. I think it's a 3-wave swing that she did all the way down, even though it looks 5. It can happen. It can happen. She came to the area. So this is her 4th wave area. She was in a long drawn out 4th wave target area. And you can see it came right down to that area, which would be a target zone for that. So nothing unusual. You see here, like 1, 2, 3, and there's probably like A, something like that. So this whole section was her thing and then ripped off that way. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a parabolic 5th wave back down, came to that zone right below it, which is pretty decent for her. So see how that thing's going to move out. And then another one to check out, guys, too, is MicroStrategy. I made previous videos on this. I still have this area, this 412 that I think is going to be targeting, how long it's going to play in there. But MicroStrategy, same thing as GBTC, giving pretty decent signals on the weekly chart. That 9-period moving average, but it busted above there, got rejected, and now it's above it again. So I think it might be sideways, but still have that 410 target up there for MicroStrategy, guys. So that's pretty good for Bitcoin too. Coinbase is still working on getting out of there, man. Coinbase is just, man, one of these days it'll probably just up in this wave and just long drawn out wave it's doing over here. And then one of these days I'll have a wave over there, guys. So that's how I look at it with Coinbase. And CleanSpark. CleanSpark. I still look at it for it to come down to 21 and start making a run up to that fair value gap up there, guys. Mara, the one I like is a Riot Blockchain out of all of them, guys. I think it's come down, hit that 21. If it doesn't penetrate, it'll come down to the 40 and then hit that fair value gap up there, guys. So, Riot Blockchain up, CleanSpark up, Mara is a different situation, in my opinion. It's definitely into some bullish trend, and I'm looking for it to just get up like 14 and maybe another correction, and then it's just in the sequence to finally get out of there, guys. So Mara up, medium term, if you will. MicroStrategy up, Riot Blockchain up, then more than likely you're looking at Bitcoin in the medium term, going to be making a trek, whether it's going to come up to swing back around to go back up, or if it's finished right there, we'll be going up, guys. So the first step really for Bitcoin is it's working on getting rejected at that 9-period moving average on the weekly. Okay. I'll tell you this right now, the algos are suggesting that it's not gonna penetrate that 40-period moving average. So you're probably, if it even does swing back around, your low end target is going to be like 24,000 for Bitcoin, which will be a really, really good buy. That's the one that I'm, if you will, hoping for, a little hopium strategy, but I'm getting Bitcoin there and there at the 25.6, 25.3. Didn't get this one, but if it comes back around, I'll pick that one up. But there's no guarantee that this is going to come back around. So this here is goodbye for Bitcoin. If it comes back around to 24,000 again, another excellent buy for Bitcoin, in my opinion. But it does do a swing back around. you might want to be aware it could take some time. It could be another 30 or 45 days, maybe even 60 days, guys. So don't know. This is just a lot of mixed signals in cryptocurrency right now, just trying to work on getting itself out of there. The struggle, like the other assets I was showing you, like what is it? Arc Innovation. That's a really good signal, guys. That's up 5% today on GBTC. As it could finish that correction right there at 12. So yeah, this is the one to pay attention to. So it's looking like it's impulsing out. Let's take a look at this wave. Yeah, that's a nice strong wave, guys. Definitely an impulse wave. So, I'm like 80% sure that the bottom is in on GBTC. So we got to see what Bitcoin's going to do, guys. Okay. So I've gone over other cryptos with you guys, smaller cap cryptos. And, a lot of people are just trying to figure out which ones to get into. Like, you just make sure you get into ones with decent setups, like ones that have been red and haven't gone up since Bitcoin's gone up, haven't done a wave or anything. I wouldn't probably, I am staying away from those. So you just, um, not to say that they can't pump, but you're just taking on more risk, in my opinion. So if they, what's a good example? Just in Kusama. Let's see here, Kusama. I went over Kusama, and on daily chart, Kusama swung back around, it made an attempt to go bullish, right? Made an attempt to go bullish, and it came back around and took that out. That could be a bottom for Kusama right there, guys. It's in this area. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up for a 5, that fourth wave target area. So yeah, there's the bottom. So it's staying right in that area. It's where they like to correct to, guys. So it's not breaking down from there. So yeah, it could be a bottom right there for Kusama, guys. What's another coin to look at? Nakamoto Games. Bullish on Nakamoto Games. Nakamoto Games is one that has a really good setup, in my opinion, guys. It's staying above that area. It went above this, and then it's staying above that area. And then you can see the moving averages just working on consolidating, and then they'll probably end up making a bull flag if it comes back down. Let's say it comes up and comes back down to that 40-period moving average, and then you have your bull flag like that. More than likely. Could take another month to play out, though. So let's see. What's another one looking at? Your Shield Protocol is a 1. Bitcoin's come back around. This is one I'm really, really bullish on. Really good setup. Probably come back down to the 40-period moving average at 7 cents, and I'll be picking some up at 7 cents just to be on the safe side. I was hoping come back down to 5, 6 cents area, but don't know if it's going to reach that. And don't know if this is going to be a connector wave. I don't think that it is. It's just going to depend on what Bitcoin, GBTC, and the whole crypto market is going to do. If it's going into another swing, this could swing back down. I don't see Viet going, here's this massive support right here, and then there's more massive support over here too. And it was briefly below the 40-period moving average. And, it's set up. It's looking really good, guys, in my opinion. That's set up for it. But you have a pretty decent signal down there in the volume candle. So, I'm bullish on that asset, guys. Real bullish on it. And here we go with GBTC, guys. So, like, this is yeah, that's a really good move right there. So GBTC is giving a really strong signal that the correction could be over right in that area, guys. Could be the same thing for Bitcoin. So maybe crypto is going to be getting ready to make a run with Bitcoin leading the way, right? Isn't up to 50% dominance. Yeah, it's up to 50% dominance. So Bitcoin could be getting ready to make a move out of there with GBTC doing that, guys. That's well above that 9-period moving average on the weekly. That's a strong signal. Usually when it does this, hits it right there. So you can see it came up, broke it in this section here, and then, I wouldn't be shocked to see something like, okay, if it's swinging back down, it's going to start coming, so it's going to come back up and do a back test off of that. And then there's the 9 right there, and do something like that, guys. And if they can get out of there, then probably crypto is going to be getting out of there. So that's good news for crypto for sure. Maybe it's time for crypto to shine. I wouldn't be surprised, guys. So here's the deal. I want to go over these right here. The ES and the SPX. This is going to continue to trend up, guys. It's just going to be corrections along the way and keep going. I don't even suspect that this is really going to do maybe moves like this until it gets into that fair value gap, most likely, guys, and just grind its way up there. I'm starting to read some stuff on the internet or Twitter. They're like, okay, these are going up real high, and then they're going to correct. And the theory is they're going to drag Bitcoin down, which is a concern. However, they don't realize possibly this is going to continue to trend up for the rest of the year, maybe even in 2024. And it could actually be in a bull market. You have to consider that rather just assuming, okay, what's going on? Check your data out. So that's the issue with traders, or not traders, because traders and analysts are different. Rarely you have a trader and an analyst that are equally good. If they're a good trader, does not mean they're a good analyst. If they're a good analyst, does not mean they're a good trader. Trading and being an analyst are completely different. And rarely will you find a trader and an analyst that are both good. Okay. So one of the mistakes that some people make, just because they're a good trader and they can make good trades, does not mean that they're good at analyzing the market. However, with this section here on one of this, and just using only the indices to determine potential trend moves over the course of the next 2 months, or 1 month, 2 months, or maybe even not to 3 months, is you got to dig deeper than that. I'll just say that, guys. You got to look at all the underlying assets, okay? Rather than just making assumptions on what somebody says on the news or on Twitter or in the markets, if you will, if that makes sense. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.